Hi everybody, welcome to another exciting stream on Bowtie Gaming 14. Well, I'm finally back from the 2-week hiatus of the holidays slash Bagfest, and I'll share stories as the stream goes on, but my gosh, it was not- No, don't do this to me, I just checked it and there wasn't an update. No, just don't do that after stream. This has happened multiple times where, like, I make it a point to check before the stream, and then just in that 5-minute time frame, it's like, gosh darn it. Also, thank you to the couple of people that followed while I was gone. I appreciate you. So last time we left off, yeah, it was an I was gonna say, I'll kind of give the whole recap spiel, then I'll talk about MagFest. So yeah, last we left off with this game. Gotta show the map off here, because I haven't touched this in multiple weeks. I meant to level grind off screen, and then Power Wash Simulator 2 consumed my life. I'm about halfway through it. Yeah, so last we left off, the world kind of opened up, and we're supposed to hit up all those yellow circles. That's where we're at. Now I gotta decide where the frick I want to go. Because there's a lot of options. Alright. Start with this. But yeah, Magfest. Lots of fun, probably this is the 4th year I've went. This is easily the busiest I ever have been at this convention. Like, I cosplayed the last couple years, but like, the one I, theming with this, the first one I ever did was Hero from 11. That was somehow the busiest year I've had with that cosplay, and I mean, it always seems like it's the cosplay that I get stopped to take photos and stuff the most. Like, it just, people really love that sucker, which, to be fair, I sunk a lot of hours into that thing years ago, so yay. Like, we're talking 4 months straight. Well, actually, 4 months straight on the costume. If you count the time with the weaponry, that probably is a half a year. But yeah, just lots of panels. I was on a show called Arcade Pit as Astarion. That was nuts. I was probably on there for like a third of the panel's runtime. It was insane. I was also on there with somebody in the Runaway Guys group called, their name is Time Thief. Yeah, him and I were just going for like a solid 40 minutes, and there were 3 people that won the show, and him and I were 2 of them. It was nuts. Like, this is after I've been wearing Astarion, like, for probably 9 hours at that point. That instantly made me wearing it 14 hours total that day worth it. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I was just like full of high energy the whole weekend. Like, I was having a blast between like going to panels and checking out game challenges. In keeping with the theme of the convention, I played Mega Man for the first time, specifically 2. I'm like, yeah, but that's another franchise I gotta check out at some point. But yeah, it was constantly lots of people to talk to, and there was never a dull moment, to the point where I was like, I need to sleep at some point. Especially if I'm gonna cosplay 3 days in a row. So yeah, I know we talked to everyone in the town, so... Actually, did we? No, never mind, I didn't. The second one, like Mega Man 2, I'm presuming was the original Nintendo Entertainment System, but I'm not sure. Well, I played it on the original Nintendo Entertainment System. Yeah, I can see why people say that franchise is difficult. One of them straight up has a bunch of insta-kill lasers. I'm like, oh... We enjoy a close and fruitful relationship with Durkendor, hence they're sending soldiers to watch over us. They're kind to us indeed. Yeah, so it definitely handles really solidly. It's just, yeah, boy, do they make up for it. It's like, we're just gonna make this difficult in turn. I'm like, thanks, game. East of here is where the ill-fated land of Renderak once stood. Alas, it was attacked by monsters and laid low in its entirety in but a single evening. Yeah, kind of with this game, my goal is to try to finish this before the 7 remake comes out in a couple of weeks. So, I mean, it should be possible. We're about halfway done, so that's like probably 3 sessions tops, and we'll be 3, maybe 4 will be done with it. Hast thou heard tales of the dubious priests and sisters of the faith who've been appearing in towns across the land? Upon arriving here in town, I did espy not 1 but 2 men of the cloth. I did think them to be the suspicious characters in question, but it seemeth they are mentor and pupil and no more. Forgive me, gentle priest, for thinking ill of you. I am a mistrustful rogue indeed. I mean, literally earlier in this campaign, there were 2 that were disguising, or 2 that were demons that were disguising themselves as priests. I don't blame this guy for being paranoid. I need neither money nor fame. I need only the gentle breeze to stare across here on the lake all day. Yeah, no, one thing we haven't found yet in this particular game is the Mini-Metal Palace. I'm guessing we'll find it today or tomorrow. It'll show up eventually as I'm roaming the land. Ooh, free medicine. Plus, I know at some point I gotta find the other 2 keys. Though travelers bring them with them many tales of late of fiends on the prowl, I pay them little heed. After all, look around us. All is pleasant and peaceful here in Baran. Meanwhile, Throne is just like, cries in pretty much most of my entire castle town got destroyed. The elder of the 2 priests who offer up prayers here on the behalf are not of Baran originally. He did come to town when I was yet a child, and now I too have grown old. Yeah, and I know the Prince of Canik is down here.
I must say, this stroll through town has done me a world of good. The view from here is simply stunning. Do you not agree?
Well, that lasted a total of 10 seconds, random lady.
May this be a lesson to you all. Naught but despair and oblivion await those who blaspheme.
Back, fiend! Thou shalt proceed no further, even if it should cost me my life.
It need not come to that.
No, it need not. Though this fellow does look rather formidable. We must keep our wits about us, cousins.
Wait! You think yourselves capable of slaying me? That'll keep me laughing long after you're gone!
The Brute Bat appears. Yeah, at some point I'm probably gonna have to level grind, because I know at least the fight to get to further into the Dragon Lord's Keep, that's definitely a higher level. Part of it is I don't know what his spell or skill set is, so... I'm gonna just see what sticks on this first round of this. Okay, so it does oh my gosh! Jeez!
Much better.
Let's heal.
Much better. Mid-heal!
Allow me.
Well, he doesn't need to cast spells because he's dead.
You cannot fall here. I must focus.
So that's at least 2 bosses I'm gonna have to level grind on. Well, I mean, in the end, I really didn't accomplish anything. I just talked to some towns. Actually, there were 1 or 2 pots I went to go grab items out of, and that's pretty much all I accomplished. Yeah, speaking of the Dragon Lord's castle, I remember there being some. I'm fairly certain there were slimes down there, so I was like, that seems like a good place to start for potentially level grinding. Trading montage, go! Welcome on into training montage because all the bosses are kicking our butts. Also, I forgot to level grind because, Power wash simulators consume my life.
Oh! Ah!
Mercy! Mercy! I said mercy! Thank goodness. Alright, now I was gonna say, before I waste any more time, let's see where the heck the metal slimes are at. Yeah, and it looks like the liquid metal slimes are kind of in like the final cave, so we don't have access to those yet. Alright, time to go to where the regular metal slimes are. After we heal, for the love of everything. Hey, welcome back, Your Highness! Oh, you look like shit. Thanks, I feel like shit. I'm gonna go sleep now. Pancake Jr. obtains the cat suit. Guarantee you it's weak at this point, but we still have a cat suit. Also, we need healing items, because my gosh. Give us all the medicine! Of course, as per tradition in this game, all the really good stuff is stupid expensive. Alright, I'll start with 30 total. Alright, let's see where we're going specifically. Okay, specifically we have to go to a town that's in Alefgard that we haven't gone to yet. And that's one of the two major spawn points for where the metal slimes are at. Wow, they give you 4,000 experience apiece? Jeez. So yeah, it's actually not that far of a stretch from where we're currently at. If we could get there! It's like, you will not make it to the Metal Slime Sanctuary, and I say, screw you, random monsters. So specifically, they have a 10% chance of showing up just outside of this town. I just wanted to get there as a warp point so I could just warp back here whenever I wanted. Alright, time to wander around. And this is where it's kind of nice that I've got high enemy spawns. I totally forgot about this. Sweet God. Thank goodness Barticio's still alive. Yay! I do imagine Barticio's just like, live, darn it! Thanks for the resub, appreciate it. Enjoy the emotes for another month. Did I put the darn thing? There it is. Hey everybody, it's been a while. Time to level grind. Yay! I hate this a lot. Frick me. Freak me. I'm going to be pissed for the next 5 minutes. I should probably heal. There we go. Curse the 10% spawn rate. Damn it. Fuzzbo, you're like really off kilter today. What's wrong with you? It's the level grinding, Gabby. It's the frickin' level grinding. I hope you're all happy, Jesus. Fuzzbo, you have issues. Just, you might want to go sleep it off in like 3 minutes. Yeah, here's hoping I don't get called out again, because I'm just gonna let you suffer. Gee, thanks, dude. Still no metal slimes. Curse the 10%. Boy, did they show up more in the first one. Fuzzball, I think you might have to go poop. Yeah, probably. I've been constipated for like 5 days. Jesus, go poop, dude. Alright, fine. Jesus. Welcome on into 2 minutes of sock puppet. Yeah, I just found this at a shop somewhere, and I was like, why the heck not? It adds to, you know, the joys of level grinding when metal slimes have a 10% spawn rate. Alright, back to Fuzzbo. Oh my gosh, why? Gee. Fine, I guess we won't cheese this. Back to boring level grinding. Yeah, this. Say bye, Fuzzball. No! Go poop in the corner, you. Alright, back to the joys of level grinding. Well, now I know I pretty much have to do this legit, because I'm just, or without metal slimes, because, like, I have been at this for 10 minutes and I have not seen one yet. Swear to God. Alright, let's go heal the party. I'm starting to run out of healing potions. Healer's gonna come in. What have you been up to for the last 45 minutes? Just attempting the level grind and nothing else. Because I got distracted by Power Washing Simulator over the weekend. I meant to do it on the plane rides, But yeah, that well, I should say on the way there. On the way back, I needed a solid distraction because the winds were whipping going out of DC. It was probably the most nerve-wracking plane ride I've been on in my life. I'm just like, yeah, I'm just gonna choose a calm game instead. Alright, let's do this legit now. Alrighty.
May your blood run cold! Ah!
Wow, she got a critical, jeez. I double level up. Apparently there's one other spot where they might tentatively spawn in. Let's see if it's better or worse. It is a long journey. I don't know if we're gonna make it. We already had one party member be down. Shoot. Alright, come on, Throne, bring it home. Oh, I gotta go all the way around. Oh no! Throne's like, this is fine. This is fine. Just carrying my dead cousin's coffins around. This is fine. Alright, we made it to land at least. Go, Throne, go! Of course they spawn in when two of my party members are dead! Gosh darn it! But I have to bail. I'm not even sure she's even gonna survive this encounter is the problem. Alright, sweet. Alright, we made it. Will you too step into the arena of battle, friends? 'Tis not a decision to be taken lightly. Throw not your life away on a whim. Shirking my duties? Nonsense! I did come to this place in order to ensure that no foul play was afoot amongst those who play the tombola. But pray don't tell His Majesty I was here. I was working under cover of secrecy. Flippin' heck, wherefore do the ultimate prizes evade me? Though I try and try, the rotters don't come. I must needs think more positively. You think it admirable when a mighty warrior works up a fulsome sweat, then you're clearly not in the business of washing warriors under things. 'Tis I who grow mightiest from all the endless scrubbing. Alright, muster strength scroll and a service call scroll. Take care with when near a teleportal. Trip over your bootlace and you might find yourself half a world away in the blink of an eye. It's like the one person that actually needs to be resurrected with a healer. Because then from there, he can just do it himself. Yay! It's a good job, my children. You made it all the way to another town and somehow didn't get the party wiped. Somehow. Welcome, friends, to Durkendor, home of warriors. His Majesty careth not for titles, nor for airs and graces. He careth only for strength and skill in matters martial. Thus did he count those born, both high-born and low among his retainee. Don't lose focus. Push until you can push no more, then push yet further. And if you think you can, if you think me hard upon you, be grateful, for the king will be all the harder. Might is all, might is right. May Durkador be both mighty and righteous. Only those able to demonstrate their might are permitted to enter the castle. The old fellow over yonder is quite the fount of knowledge, although I somewhat suspect his tales to be more fancy than fact. Good day to you! Okay, so this is the fortune teller. He spots that some spinach is stuck between his teeth. Oh no! I thought myself mightiest in the world. Seems I was mistaken. The king of Durkandor's pet did send me skyward. But with a single blow. How foolish I was. The king of this realm is kind indeed to the weak and needy, and utterly unforgiving of the strong. My companion was tested most mercilessly by him, and beaten black and blue. I came here, having heard tell of a scroll that might benefit traders such as myself. Alas, I'm unable to gain entry to the castle. Why does it matter? Well, I've searched the entire town to no avail. The scroll's anywhere. It's within the citadel walls. Journey in search of a legendary suit of armor known as Tectonic Plate. Word hath reached me of an old man in a weapon shop in Durkandor is in possession of such an item. What thinkest thou, that I'm some frail old woman in need of a shoulder to lean on? Then think again. I am she who was once known and feared by the name of Iron Tigress, and I need neither thine aid nor thy pity. I wake with the crowing of the cockerel each morn and immediately set about mine exercises as I always have. Try me if thou darest, thou shalt not find me wanting. Summons a wandering merchant, innkeeper, or priest to your side, but cost that much MP. Wow. Okay, this is just must have a slightly higher spawn rate then.
Feel Winter's fight!
I mean, if you kill... Wow, so... Yeah, she just got 1,000 experience off that. Jeez. So yeah, I'd say at this point, heck, don't even bother with the metal slimes, just fight the regular ones. Alright!
Now I'm angry! This may burn.
Feel winter's fight!
Jeez! Alright, so now he can warp.
Now I'm angry!
It's like, what the heck?
Now I'm angry!
It's like, yeah, they show up, but on the flip side, we're countering a lot of insta-kill enemies. Yeah, this is as difficult as I remember this game being.
Let me warm you up.
Yeah, those monkeys are deadly. It's like, yeah, you get a lot of experience, but you die so frequently that it's just like, I think just to speed up this process, I'm good, but at least for the level grinding portion, I'm going to turn the difficulty down so I can actually make some progress. Alright. Because then while I'm doing this, I don't have to worry about healing my party. Alright, we killed one, finally! Well, we're gonna get a lot of experience off this battle, jeez. Oh my gosh! Endless monkey. after all that, it gets away. Gosh darn it. That'll be nice for later, darn. Once I get all the characters up to level 20, then I'll reattempt those boss fights and go from there. Alright, we got one. First, we gotta kill the endless reinforcements. The never-ending battle. These are gonna get all this experience, jeez. Alright, final push. Alright, they're all dead finally. Yeah, you'd think I would have gotten that much experience, jeez. Alright, and now Throne can bring people back to life. And that's a guaranteed resurrection, too, so that'll be nice. Well, actually, I think that just... Let me double check. Okay, so that's just a resurrection at full health, but yeah, it's like cousin guarantees they come back to life, so we'll get that eventually. Alright, so now that the party's up 5 levels, let's try at least one of those boss fights again. And if we keep dying, rinse and repeat until we're finally able to do it. But yeah, I just say for the sake of it being less of a pain in the butt, that is how I'm going to choose to level grind for the rest of the playthrough, is to turn it down to Draki Quest. Because even at Draki Quest, those higher level enemies, it takes forever to kill them off. Because of all the reinforcements. Oh, wow, so you can actually make it difficult, too. Choose whether or not characters' HP or MP will restore when they level up. Oh my, you'd have to be a masochist to turn this off. Oh my gosh. You can choose whether or not characters can die in battle, only appears when playing on Draki... Okay, so you can turn it on and off for Draki Quest, but then, so you can turn the difficulty down, but then you can say, I still want them to be able to die in battle, so at least there's kind of like a middle ground there. Alright, let's try the Baran fight again. Because this is going to be an indicator of how difficult the other fights are going to be. If this one's too hard, I might have to level grind so the characters get to 25. We'll see.
I must...
Back!
No!
Doesn't connect, but when it does, it causes a critical hit. I mean, I'm gonna keep that in mind when I'm level grinding later.
Stand tall!
Whoa, that does a lot of damage, jeez.
Retain my call!
Oh, come on!
Allow me. Ah!
Much better. Much better.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was getting to be luck-based at that point.
You shall suffer.
Yeah, it's like I'm not even gonna bother with muster strength. That takes too many turns.
Dazzle. Ah! Allow me. Allow me. Do not fret.
Thank you.
I shall sweep you aside. I shall sweep you aside.
Alright, let's go. Bad news, the other two don't get experience points off that, but at least it's dead. Yeah, basically, long story short, the protagonist from the first game was named Pancake, so his direct descendant shall be known as Pancake Jr. Throne's like, and my cousins are dead again. Yeah.
No, I cannot fall. Lord Pazuzu, he chose me.
Well, would you look at that? He wasn't so formidable after all. Or mayhap it is we whose strength has improved, our arms tempered by the fires of adventure.
Or level grinding. Who can say,
Though I
really?
suppose the chance remains that we have only faced the dregs of Hargon's army thus far.
How dare you? It is time you learned the true power of the darkness. Though I perish, I shall not perish alone.
Yeah, they added it as a part of this version.
Of Hargon.
I can't.
He must be seen to at once.
Oh, shoot. He's dead twice. But the priest helped Pancake Jr. and Throne carry Particio to an inn where he could be treated. And though his loyal companions stay by his bedside through the night, Particio's condition fails to improve.
Forgive me, friends. I cannot move. I can barely speak. All that I can do is thank the goddess that you two were...
Yeah, I was gonna say, this whole land is cursed with grape seasoning.
No. You can overcome this. I swear we will find a way.
I have tried every healing herb and restorative spell at my disposal, and yet they have worked naught against this vile curse.
Pray, do not concern yourselves with me. It was I who provoked the beast. Go, continue your quest. Tarry not on my behalf.
Do you think we would abandon you in your hour of need? Nay, we shall find a cure and continue our quest together. Till then, you must think only of your own recovery.
Sorry.
I too must apologize. Thy friend only suffereth this affliction because we of Baron had not the strength to defend ourselves.
The blame lies solely with those heartless beasts. You have naught to apologize for.
I pray that you can find a cure.
Could you tell my mother and father?
Oh no, don't do this to me!
Was happy
No!
to have been their son.
Sure, man.
Stop it! Both of you! Now is not the time for eulogies. I, for one, could not face your parents if I was not certain we tried everything we could. Wait! That is it! Let us go to Cannock and tell the king and queen of our cousin's plight. They will surely do all in their power to help us find a remedy.
No.
Oh gosh!
They would surely rage at my lack of caution.
I'm afraid to say that your opinions no longer matter, and that is final. Father, would you tend to our friend whilst we are gone?
Of course.
Then let us hide to Cannock.
Alright, bye, Particio. Get some good sleep, I guess, if you call that sleep. Was it wrong of us to leave Cousin Particio alone? What if his conditions should worsen while we're away? You're right. I must be strong. Our cousin's life is at stake. Come, the king and queen must know what's become of their son. Perhaps I should have told them. No, this is for the best. It's all for the best.
young hero's return. But wherefore doth my son not travel with you? Is he waylaid somewhere? Good goddess. My poor boy.
A curse, and a passing pernicious one indeed. What cure might be enough to free him from its clutches? Of course, a leaf from the World Tree.
The World Tree?
Aye, the World Tree, Yggdrasil, the source
Yeah,
of
we're
all
going back
life.
to the
It
tree!
is said that its leaves possess the power to heal any ailment.
Tell us, where may we find it?
Alas, its location was a closely guarded secret of the royal line of Renderak, a line that no longer existeth.
Slain by Hargon and his minions when they razed the kingdom all those years ago.
Aye, nary a member of the royal family survived. A scant few Renderakians did manage to escape the onslaught. Yet I doubt any would have been privy to their king's closest secrets. Though it may be a hopeless endeavor, I shall have my envoys look into the matter.
Thank you, Majesty.
We must also send someone to watch over him. Our son is in the inn in Berryn, didst thou say?
Mayhap we cannot cure him, but at least we can ensure he is kept company and learn of any change in his condition.
I am sure he would appreciate that very much. We shall return to Berryn too, to pass on your best wishes.
Thank you for being such fine friends to our child. He is blessed to know companions of your ilk.
And pray, do not worry yourselves unduly over my boy. This would not be the first affliction he hath overcome, and it will not be the last.
A most animated young visitor did arrive not so long ago.
You there. From where do your parents hail? From Renderak? No?
Meanwhile, his sister's like, I'm stepping into action!
What of you? Do you know anything of Yggdrasil?
Would you care to explain what brings you here, Your Highness?
Oh, would you believe me if I said I were out for a stroll?
A stroll from Cannock to Berryn, across a great continent and leagues of open ocean. If I were to believe you, what would that make me,
Fine! I'm sorry. I cannot stand staying in that castle one moment more, knowing that my brother was in peril. Surely you, of all people, can understand how I feel. I knew you would. Thank you. And, sorry for not telling you of my plans beforehand. I just returned from checking on my brother. He was in agony.
I'm sorry. That must have been hard to witness.
You needn't apologize. My brother would not blame you. And nor do I. We must instead focus our efforts on finding someone from Renderak. They, and only they, might know of Yggdrasil's whereabouts.
But did your father not say this was a secret of the royal line? And none of that line escaped with their lives?
I know! And yet, if there is even the slightest chance, I cannot let it slip. After all, are we not heroes destined to save the world? How are we... How am I meant to save anyone if I cannot save even my own stupid brother?
Lower your voices, I pray you. If you wish to speak of the World Tree, then let us speak indoors where none can overhear.
You know of it, Father. You know of Yggdrasil.
Shush! Indoors, I said. Is something amiss? I assure you I harbor no ill intentions.
No, it is not. It matters not.
Come then, let us talk more at the inn.
Father, are you unwell?
Most perceptive for one so young. Thou art correct. My health is not what it once was. Yet I am not beset by any particular ailment. 'Tis but the ravages of time. The same cannot be said of your companion. His life's flame may flicker as mine, but it may yet blaze anew. Which bringeth us back to the subject of Yggdrasil and her leaves.
Please, we would be grateful if you could share whatever you know.
First, you must promise that what I tell you will never leave the confines of this room. Thank you. Pray, let me rest my weary legs a while. You must needs head eastwards for Renderak, or rather Burrowell. From there, sail eastward still, and you will find an island home to an ancient forest. The tree we know as Yggdrasil can be found deep within those woods. According to legend, a single leaf falleth from her branches once in a blue moon.
And this leaf can heal my brother.
If the legend is to be believed, 'tis said that the leaf that falleth from Yggdrasil's holy boughs can heal every affliction known to man. It could yet prove your friend's salvation. I only hope that you can forgive me for keeping this from you, especially considering all you have done for Baron.
We understand. If the legend of these leaves were to become common knowledge, the entire realm would seek them out.
Aye, that hath ever been my concern. I thank thee for thine understanding.
Have you never considered obtaining a leaf for yourself?
Please, my dear, it would be wasted on one such as I. I have lived my life and tried as best as I could to live it well. Yet, the fact remaineth, I am but an ordinary man. You, however, are different. You are descended from the hero of legend, are you not? If any are deserving of Yggdrasil's blessing, it is you. That boy must not be allowed to breathe his last.
How do you know of our lineage?
Alas, I have a shameful habit of eavesdropping on the conversations of others.
Our relation to Erdrick may be true, but we are still far from living up to his legacy.
That thou shouldst think so maketh me full certain that the fate of our realm is in capable hands.
Good. Then I shall away to Yggdrasil at once. I hope I will meet you there, cousins.
Wait, princess. I hope we will meet her there too, though I would not put it past her to find the leaf and run away without us again.
Thou needst not concern thyself on that front. Entering the forest is a simple task. Traversing it is another matter entirely. After all, it would not do for anyone to chance upon the source of all life. The forest testeth all those who seek an audience with Yggdrasil. Take this, and the woods will surely welcome you.
Obtain the forest's favor.
We are in your debt. Come, let us prepare to leave post-haste.
I was once gravely wounded by a fiend and was brought here to this place where the priest did tend to my hurts. Not only those physical, but those spiritual also. I was vexed and discouraged, having therefore thought to myself invincible. Those who believe shall be saved. If only it were that simple. Alas, I fear that whatever powers watch over us are somewhat less straightforwardly benevolent than that.
There you all are. Come! We have an Yggdrasil leaf to find.
A moment, if you will. And I ask that you give me an honest answer. Your parents have no idea that you are here, do they?
But of course not. Papa would never have allowed it. He's so frightfully dull.
Then it is incumbent upon us to see that you come to no harm. Your poor brother is already incapacitated. Were we forced to send word back to Canuck of you too, having come to harm,
Fear not. There'll be no need for you to make any such glum reports. I prepared a letter in anticipation of just such an eventuality. After all, it would hardly have been responsible of me to abscond without making provisions for the fact that I might never return.
Please!
I'm under no illusions as to the danger of our quest. After all, as you say, my brother lies at death's door as we speak. This is no carefree saunter through the meadows. That much is plain to anyone. But I have a responsibility, and I would see it fulfilled. Would you have me remain safely at home simply because I happen to be born a little later than yourselves? That I cannot do. My father may glibly insist that I wait a little longer before taking up the mantle of the hero of old. But the time is now, the fight is now, and I must fight! I cannot stand by and allow you and my brother to bear this great weight alone.
Very well. It is your life and your decision. And your mind is plainly made up. We shall not stop you. Now come. We have an Yggdrasil leaf to find.
Huzzah! Yes, let us away. Fear not both. I shall make myself of use, I swear.
Good. Lead on, cousin.
The fog! It is cleared!
Could this be the work of the trinket with which our friend the priest gifted us? Come, let us press on.
Yggdrasil's Arbor. Jeez! Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm just like, it is a long trek to get in there, and unfortunately, Partitia's not with us, so Throne dies. She's just... We're down a party member. I was like, yeah, we're just gonna have to trust the fact that, hopefully none of these are duds, because we can't check. It's like, I mean, and this is given there isn't a boss at the end. It's like, it's gonna be a long trek just to get to point B. Alright, inner sanctum.
So this is the item we seek. A leaf of mighty Yggdrasil. It is plainly possessed of great power. That much would be clear, even did we not know what it was.
Forgive us, O World Tree, but my brother is in grave peril. I hope you will not mind us availing ourselves of it.
Alright!
Now come, let us hurry back. He may not be long for this world. We have the leaf, but how does one go about administering it? Shall I stuff it in his mouth and hope for the best?
No, no. In his condition, he would surely choke. Let us make a tea from it instead.
Good. Now let him drink it, quickly.
I hope this works.
Partitio slowly sips the Yggdrasil leaf tea. Suddenly, the color returns to his face.
Did it?
Brother?
I feel light. Light as a feather. Thank you so much. That brew worked wonders, and not a moment too soon. Honestly, talk about a brush with death.
I'll brush you with death, you blasted fool! This is no laughing matter!
Throne is like, I will slap you.
But seriously, allow me to apologize. I have caused you much heartache, and for this, I am sorry. Truly.
No, no. We do not blame you. We are just happy to have you returned.
I blame you. It may not have been your fault precisely, but do you have
Nice.
any idea how worried I was? If you
I
had
will also
died,
slap you.
It would have been all you deserved for vexing your little sister so.
Are you happy or angry that I did not?
Both.
Well, I for one am very happy to see you, dear sister. I presume Mama and Papa are unaware of your absence?
Astute as ever. I'm certain they would not bemoan me, coming to their son and heir's aid. That is why I did not ask.
Truly, I am blessed to have such fine friends and family.
Well, now that my brother is back on his feet, we can return to the small matter of vanquishing Hargon. Where to next, my capable companions?
You act as if you need to join us on our quest. This cannot stand, sister. We must see you return to Cannock.
I disagree.
You do?
I do.
But I assumed your objections would be the strongest.
What right have I to object? We each decided to embark on this quest of our own volition. Your sister is no different.
Precisely. Do not forget that I am a scion of Erdrick too.
Very well, far be it from me to deny the will of the masses. She did help save my life, after all.
I knew you would see sense eventually. With me by your side, you shall not fall again.
You are a lucky prince indeed.
Partitio and Agnia rejoin the party. Alright, so that explains how Peep works. Okay, so yep, in this version, unlike the previous versions, you actually do have 4 party members instead of 3. So yeah, she permanently joins as a standard party member. Yeah, might as well give her the scrolls I haven't been able to use. Thank the goddess that ordeal's over. Now my nerves are calmed. Realize I'm absolutely famished. There's a silver lining to the dark cloud that beast cast upon me as I came to understand the true strength of our bond. I must offer the fiend my thanks, but I shan't for taking this very, very seriously. Awfully, terribly so. Do not fret. I won't prove a burden. I meant every word I said, and I am more than willing to repay your faith in me. Yeah, I was like, considering you can't get rid of these things, I kind of assumed that all these ones she could tentatively learn. Yeah, it's like, having a 4th party member would make this kind of less of a pain in the butt. Alright, so she can heal. Yeah, she has the Peep ability, so now we have that. She knows fire and ice magic, just learned Bang, and knows some defense spells, and see about abilities. Can send people to sleep, knows that like Berticio. Can paralyze enemies. Can snap a party member out of sleep, confusion, or paralysis. A troublesome touch that leaves an enemy unable to act.
Few in this world are fortunate enough to be blessed with such steadfast companions. I was not one. Mayhap that is why I did not trust you. Why, even after I shared with you the secret of Yggdrasil, I doubted if you would return.
You thought we might leave my brother bedridden for eternity.
Succinctly put, yes. Yet you proved to me that your hearts are pure. Many would have quailed at the effort required to reach the tree. Others would have given in to temptation and sold the leaf for their own gain. Myriad are the reasons that might cause one to stray from the righteous path, to abandon friends in need. To my shame, I may have relished such an outcome. Proof that even those of the great hero's bloodline could fall from grace.
But wherefore?
Because I fell myself many years ago. Though that is all in the past now. You seek to defeat the High Priest Hargon, do you not?
We know that we have not yet the strength. But with each trial we face, we grow ever stronger.
Very well. Then I would see that you have this. This missive will grant you an audience with the King of Durkandor, a nation to the north and east of Yggdrasil. His Majesty is interested in making the acquaintance of those who would test their strength and in time perfect it. Should you wish to see just how far you have come, pray take part in the trial he hath prepared.
Thank you. We shall be sure to pay him a visit.
Pancake Jr. obtains the priest's missive.
Please, go on ahead. I will rejoin you shortly.
And thus there were 4.
What do you suppose she is discussing with the priest?
Honestly, brother, isn't it obvious? She's apologizing for all the time he wasted watching over you.
Do you think that I ought to offer him a word myself?
Please don't. You would only say something silly and make everything worse, like you always do.
Me? Silly? Surely you jest.
Now, where were we?
Discussing how you were likely apologizing for burdening that poor man with my brother.
Oh, well, yes. Something along those lines. Shall we be going then?
No. He must think me an awful bore. Allow me to apologize. Please.
While your intentions are noble, cousin, I fear you do lack a certain tact.
Does anyone have anything nice to say about me?
Remember that one time I felled several of the bosses?
Come now.
Okay,
Evil
really? We're
waits
just
for
gonna
no
dwell on the
man.
fact that I was almost dead for like a day? Okay, fine, jeez.
As you wish.
Alright, so yeah, despite the fact that we spent a decent amount of the session level grinding, we did get some story progress in, including the 4th party member, which should hopefully make future level grinding a little bit less of a pain in the butt. Also, I just know what to do now, just to kind of expedite that process, especially if I'm going to do it on stream. Alright, so that resolves that circle, so then we got... Yeah, taking the fight to the minions that are in the Dragon Lord's castle, talking to those people in that hidden village, and like eventually testing the strength, even though that's not highlighted yet, and then going to the corner. So, still got a couple tasks to go. Let's see. Check or see where I'm at with inventory. $16,000 G's. $65, jeez. No expense has been spared with this extremely classy fur coat. Jeez. How rich are you people? Yes. I hear the chief's father was a soldier some standing in Renderak ere its fall. I don't doubt it, he was a fine leader of men. I was one of the lucky few who escaped Renderak alive. I remember that fateful night as if it were yesteryear. Though they tried their best to protect us, the king and his men were scattered and ultimately overcome. Hey Agnia, do you want to make things explode? Heck yeah, I do! A pretty protective platter of precious metal that's impressively impervious to fire. Somewhere out there in the wide world, there exists a key capable of opening any door. Yet if such a treasure were to fall into the wrong hands, every cell door in the world might be thrown open and all the devils within would be let loose on us. Wait not for enemy-induced ailments to heal on their own. Nay, if one of your party should succumb to slumber or confusion, heal them as soon as you're able. This especially applieth to paralysis. Time is no balm for this particular affliction during battle. One must needs use appropriate antidotes. I hear tell that maritime monsters are particularly fond of paralyzing their foes. Be sure to take a moonward bulb or two with you should you go to sea. One day I hope to walk under the sun and to scream and shout as loudly as I please. I wish only that my beloved daughter might one day run free and happy beneath the sun. But such wishes are futile in times such as these, I suppose. Our daughter's forced to live under miserably strict conditions. Why, when there's so much as an inkling of a fiend above, she must remain silent and still as the grave. Poor thing. The weaponry on sale in our town is surprisingly fine, I must say. The designs are inspired by generations of Renderakian craftsmanship. The fiends that fill the oceans of these parts don't pose much of a threat. The seas to the north, however, are a different story. Many a sailor has met his end in those unwelcoming waters. If the wind should turn northwards while you're at sea, you do well to aim for the nearest harbor. 'Tis rare for us to receive visitors here in Burrowell. Is all well? You were not espied entering by any onlookers, were you? Alright, there's the church. I did shutter my humble establishment for want of stock, and the fiends have made it impossible to acquire any. Other establishments too stand gravely at risk due to the lack of goods to sell. Alright, that's where we want to go if we want to progress the plot. This place was once little more than a dank and narrow cave, but slowly over long years the survivors of the fall of Renderak have made it as you see today. Here we watch over the strays and stragglers who are driven from their homes by fiends and who thereafter chance to wash on our doorstep. Remember not a thing prior to awakening here in Burrowell. The kindly guards of this fair town did happen upon my prostrate form and bring me back here to safety. But I know not where, who I am nor whence I came. I have only one memory, that of a straw hat. When I close my eyes to sleep each night, there it is. Alright, this is where I'll leave off for today, so yeah, hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to actually make more story progress, but hopefully the fact that I was able to level grind a little bit helped with that, and I now know what I'm going to do to level grind for the rest of the playthrough, so that should hopefully expedite things going forward. But at least we got a little bit of story progress in, and more importantly got the last party member, so we're as set as we could be, save from leveling up and getting better equipment. Let's go find a raid target. Let's go raid Ileta. Alright, cool. So thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care.